So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel, man. Salute. Now, these are the type of videos that I have you running. Once it's over, all said and done, and you don't watch it, you go and unplug your devices that got maybe cameras or microphones on them. These are the type of videos that make you paranoid. A little bit paranoid. No, maybe a lot of bit paranoid. You know what I mean? These videos do that. And why do I enjoy them so much? I don't know. I just do. I just do, man. I guess I might be a sick human being or whatever, but I enjoy these type of videos. So this next one we're getting into, right, is the top 10 dark government cover-ups leaked by yours truly, Anonymous. None other than Anonymous. All right? So, favorite hackers, group, team, collective, whatever you want to call them. We're going to get into this video. If you're new, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, join the family, and hit that like button for more content. Let's check it out.
Hello everybody, I'm your host Woody, and today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 dark government cover-ups leaked by Anonymous. From the United States to Canada, Russia to Chile, everybody's got something to hide, so let's get into it. Number 10, NSA surveillance. The Washington Post originally uncovered the existence of a National Security Administration and FBI program called PRISM, allowing the agencies to take photos, videos, emails, and even chats from various different servers and internet companies like Microsoft, Facebook, Google, and Apple. Anonymous then leaked 13 documents that they said detailed the specifics of the PRISM program. A statement posted with the leak said, "These documents prove that the NSA is spying on you, and not just Americans. Like we said, this is happening in over 35 countries and done in cooperation with private..."
I know I said y'all might wait till the video is over before y'all unplug y'all devices and stuff like that, but you can pause and go do it now, bro. This stuff is getting scary, fam. Ridiculously scary.
We said this is happening in over 35 countries and done in cooperation with private businesses and intelligence partners worldwide. We bring this to you so that you know just how little rights you have. Your privacy and freedoms are slowly being taken from you, in closed-door meetings, in laws buried in bills, and by people who are supposed to be protecting you. Number 9, Russian leak. 3 Russian entities, the Ministry of Culture of the Russian Federation, the City Administration of Blagoveshchensk, and the Governor's Office of the Tver region all lost hundreds of thousands of emails when the Anonymous group hacked them and leaked over 700 gigabytes of data. The emails contain sensitive information like state policies regarding art, cinematography, archives, copyright, cultural heritage, and censorship. The group had also previously said that they managed to shut down Russia's space agency, preventing the country from having the power to spy using satellites, reportedly downloading and deleting confidential files related to the satellite imaging and vehicle monitoring. They also stole 35,000 different files from Russia's central bank, all of this coming as part of an ongoing group effort to get Russia to withdraw from their conflict. Number 8, police.
Like, if this doesn't show y'all once again how powerful a hacker can be, like they can cripple you in a point of at a critical moment. It could be at a time that you're at war with someone. They can cripple you, bro. Like, we gotta be on point, and I hope they continue to stay on our side as much as possible, but they're on their own side. And they go after what they feel is right, and they're feeling their hearts is right. So if we're doing something wrong, they gonna check us. Like, they are powerful, bro.
Ongoing group effort to get Russia to withdraw from their conflict. Number 8, police documents. In June of 2020, Anonymous completed Operation Blue Leaks, which involved hacking and releasing a massive amount of police documents. They got information from over 200 different law enforcement agencies and gathered a total of 269 gigabytes of data. The documents included things like phone numbers, banking information, and even alleged crimes. The documents were apparently leaked to provide insight into the strategies and mindset mindset of law enforcement. One person involved saying, "I've seen a few comments about it being unlikely to uncover gross police misconduct, but I think those somewhat miss the point, or at least equate police misconduct solely with illegal behavior. Part of what a lot of the current protests are about is what police do and have done legally. It's the largest published hack of American law enforcement agencies. It provides the closest inside look at the state, local, and federal agencies tasked with protecting the public." Number 7, Canadian centers.
And that's why they're important as well. Because who else can hold their feet to the fire in that type of a way? Threaten to expose things, exposing things. Like, we can't do that. Because why? A lot of that stuff is the good old boy system, and this one looks out for this one, and this judge plays golf with this judge, and this judge here has a vested interest in this, so he don't want to see nothing go on, and this, that. It's so much backdoor political schemes and different things happening and going around that it would make your head spin if we all knew about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's filthy. It's filthy.
Agencies tasked with protecting the public. Number 7, Canadian centers. After an event took place regarding one of the group's members, Anonymous gained a bit of a vendetta against the Canadian government that led to their targeting. They leaked a high-level federal document that included information about the redevelopment of Canada's key diplomatic centers in Britain, the National Post even confirming it to be authentic. It was marked Confidence of the Queen's Privy Council and included information about the cost of the selling, relocating, and rebuilding of Canada's Foreign Affairs Department in London, but it was mostly focused on the eventual profit that would come about as a result. It raised many alarms within the government and population about just how secure our information is, and what other secrets could be at risk to be easily stolen and published. A spokesperson for Anonymous said that the information was leaked in order to try and influence the federal elections. Number 6, Census Bureau. Back in 2015, Anonymous targeted the United States Census Bureau, their hacking group compromising the data of over 4,000 workers. They did not share how they managed to get the information, but did release it from the databases, including usernames, emails, and phone numbers of government staff.
It probably wasn't that hard, to be honest with you. Any of y'all ever worked for the Census Bureau? Show of hands. Show of hands. I have done it. And only reason I did it because I heard you can go make some quick extra money. They hand you a device and back when I did it, they handed you a device and you went around and you either talked to people and verified how many people was in the household, different things like that. It depends on what you were doing. But they hire a bunch, and like I said, this was back when I did it. They hire a bunch of random people. So a lot of things aren't getting done right because people are only in it for the money. They know it's short term, so they're not giving it their all. They're just doing it to get by, to get to the paycheck. So I can guarantee a lot of that stuff is being mishandled and different things like that. It's probably really no secure wall around it. It's not being, like, it's a lot of things being fumbled that I saw when it came to the Census Bureau. So yeah, man, and I didn't think about it back then. Like I said, I was thinking about the money. Young, I was strapped for cash, needed extra money. They told me I can go sign up and do this for a couple weeks and make this amount of money. Sign me up. I don't care what it is. So I wasn't worried and I wasn't thinking back then, I'm dealing with people's information. Now, I didn't do anything with it, but I can imagine some other people probably did. Yeah, we're not safe, bro. We're not.
Including usernames, emails, and phone numbers of government staff. A spokesperson for the Bureau confirmed the attack, saying the U.S. Census Bureau is investigating an IT security incident relating to unauthorized access to non-confidential information on an external system that is not part of the Census Bureau internal network. Access to the external system has been restricted while our IT forensics team investigates. Anonymous claims their motivation motivation for the attack was to protest the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade negotiations, which were rumored to potentially lead to the privatization of services in the UK, like free healthcare. Number 5. Chilean army leak. In 2019, the people of Chile started protesting inequality, and things between the protesters and the police force and military quickly started to get violent. This led to Anonymous targeting Chile's military in a large leak of their information and data. The contents of 6 different email accounts and a total of 3,500 emails were hacked and released to the public. The information included things like meetings between army officials and businessmen, contact with foreign security firms, and even cooperation agreements with the United States government. 2 of the most prominent email accounts to be exposed were that of the financial boss and the director of intelligence for the army. All the emails were uploaded to an information distribution center and were made available to be accessed by anyone. After the incident, the Chilean army worked hard to implement further security measures and try to track down those responsible. Number 4. Federal Reserve. In 2013, Super Bowl Sunday was shaken up by not just a football game, but by Anonymous hacking into the American Federal Reserves. They managed to gain access to personal information of government members and banking officials, including their phone numbers, home addresses, email addresses, and passwords of around 4,000 different people.
Sheesh.
Anonymous apparently did this as part of an ongoing protest against the U.S. Department of Justice. A Federal Reserve spokesperson said, "The Federal Reserve System is aware that information was obtained by exploiting a temporary vulnerability in a website vendor product. The exposure was fixed shortly after discovery and is no longer an issue. This incident did not affect critical operations of the Federal Reserve System."
Were y'all aware of that? I probably was so caught up in the festivities around that time of the Super Bowl and everything that I don't even remember. I recall that 2013. I'm gonna have to go back and look that up. Who was around? Put it in the comment section, man. If you was around, what do you recall happening? What did it pop up on the screen? What happened? I need to know this. I missed that whole incident.
This incident did not affect critical operations of the Federal Reserve System. Other attacks that took place as a part of the same protest included the hacking of the website of the United States Sentencing Commission. Number 3. Canadian security leak. There was another attack against the Canadian government that took place just before the first one that I mentioned on this list, all a part of Anonymous's grudge against Canada. These leaked documents revealed information in regards to Canada's spy agency, the CSIS, or Canadian Security Intelligence Service. It shared sensitive information like the size of its network of foreign stations, the volume of secret communications they handle, and their outdated system of information sharing. Before the release, the government had only previously acknowledged 3 foreign stations: Washington, London, and Paris, but a leaked classified document revealed that there were actually over 25, many of them, quote, located in developing countries and or unstable environments. Apparently, their security systems had not been updated since the 1980s. A spokesperson for Anonymous saying, "We are now privy to many of Stephen Harper's most cherished secrets," Stephen Harper being the head of the country at the time. Number 2. Operation Hong Kong. Similarly to the situation in Chile, Anonymous's Operation Hong Kong came about as a response to the mistreatment of protesters. In 2014, they announced that they would be launching a massive cyber attack against Chinese government servers and bringing down their websites.
I like how they stick up for protesters. Peaceful, not the violent that goes crazy and innocent people get affected and stuff like that. Not those. But the peaceful, I love how they protect them and stand up for them and be a voice and a backbone for them as well. Man, I like that.
Cyber attack against Chinese government servers and bringing down their websites. An anonymous statement said, "Here's your heads up. Prepare for us. Try to stop it. The only success you will have will be taking all your sites offline. China, you cannot stop us. You should have expected us before abusing your power against the citizens of Hong Kong." Throughout October of that year, Anonymous made claims that they had already managed to access many of the country's government websites, and apparently had sensitive emails that they were threatening to release. However, it doesn't look like any of these emails ever actually made it to the public eye. Number 1. Syrian President Leak. In 2012, Anonymous managed to hack into the Syrian Ministry of Presidential Affairs, gaining access to the email accounts of 78 staffers working under the current president. It was apparently a pretty easy job, as it was revealed that the man didn't have a very secure password. 33 of the 78 email accounts all used the password 12345 or 123456. Not exactly Fort Knox. Hundreds of different emails were revealed, including a conversation between the United Nations and the president's media advisor, preparing him for an upcoming interview with Barbara Walters. The year before this, Syria also received the attention of the hacking group when they hacked the Syrian Defense Ministry, changing their website to give a message of support to the Syrian people who were trying to fight back against the control of their president. Thank you guys for watching. That was 10 dark government cover-ups leaked.
Yo, the name Anonymous is cool, but they also should be like the Dark Knights. You know what I'm saying? It's just everything that they do, fam, is just wow. Wow. My bad, y'all. I be telling y'all, man, I be forgetting. That be the stock market, man. Don't get on me bad. That's the stock market. I can't help it myself. I got it bad. But anyway, man, back to Anonymous though. Just the things that they do, man, and like I say, they stand up, they give a voice to the voiceless. They stand behind the protesters, and sometimes all they have to do is just threat. Their name has become so like enormously huge and well known. They strike fear in a lot of these people in prominent positions. So when they hear the name Anonymous, they're like, all right, just give them what they want, do whatever they say, because they know a lot of these ain't empty threats. And by the time they make their announcement, I'm speaking of Anonymous, they make their announcement, they got what they need, fam. They got what they need. So I appreciate it, man. I enjoy hearing the stories because you're like, wow, just in awe of some of the things that they're able to tap into, get, find, research, get a hold of. It's just insane. You know what I mean? But y'all go ahead now, unplug your devices and everything like that. And hope it didn't make you too paranoid. But a lot of this stuff is based around what? Our privacy, which I think we have little to none of these days. Y'all get at me in the comment section, man, and leave a like and stick around and stay tuned. Till next one, I'm gone. Peace.